But I am now here again presenting myself to you, prepared to answer any question truthfully to the best of my recollection, and within the extent allowed by my present legal circumstances. Recently, other resource persons have laid practically all of the blame on me for the alleged money laundering, as if I had the resources at my mid-management level to put all the pieces in place for a crime involving almost 4 billion pesos. Truly, a crime of this magnitude could be possible only with the participation of people from the highest officialdom of the bank, in cahoots with extremely wealthy businessmen whose far-reaching powers and influence span several countries. On hindsight, I have unwittingly allowed myself to be set up as the scapegoat, when all I wanted was to advance my career, boost my performance as a bank manager, and together with my husband, help provide for my family. These are legitimate goals of every working mother. If there is a conspiracy, as some honorable senators have publicly stated, I have no knowledge of it. If I had made mistakes, it is this, that I believed and trusted the bank president, Mr. Tan, that I followed him when he said I should take care of his friends, that I relied on the fact that Mr. Tan could not have been unaware of a transaction that has been labeled the biggest bank case in the history of the world. I am but a pawn in a high-stake chess game played by giants in international banking and high finance. If this community is looking for the grandmaster, it is not me. The line runs much higher and involves a person with much more clout and authority than a simple bank manager with modest capabilities has. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Quito. Could you submit to the committee your statement, please? Mr. Quito, Mr. Kim Wong has said that when they opened the accounts, when the accounts were opened, we're talking to the five accounts that were opened, kung saan pumasok yung 81, that they were, Mr. Kim Wong, before, instead of me narrating, pakiulit lang kung ano nangyari yung pagbukas ng account sa Midas.
Kasi po, palagi po niya akong inaano mag-open na account, mag-prefer ako mga customer. So, kinausap ko siya. So, sabi ko, may i-refer ako. Pumunta siya sa Midas po, nandun si Mr. Cao, may kasama siya, nasa labas ng mga kaibigan niya, nag-usap po kami. Bubukas ang dollar account. Tapos, tatlo po kami, natatayo siya. Tapos sabi niya, pagtarot, kailangan cooperation, isang cooperation, kailangan 5 tao para mabuo isang cooperation. So, sabi ni Ikaw, ganun-ganun sila. Tapos sabi niya, ano ba yun? Tapos sabi ni Ikaw, parang account gano'n. Tapos sabi niya, ako na bahala. Yung sinasabi niya po sa
sabi ng ako na bahala?
Sabi po yung naya ko. Opo. Yung narinig ko sa testimony na may 5 tao daw pinakilala, tanong niyo po sa kanya kung totoo po hindi.
Ano nangyari pagkatapos niya, Mr. Kim Wong? After yung sa nag-usap kayo, umalis na si Mr. Quito?
Hindi, sabi ko, hindi pa kayo kumakain kayo muna sa taas. Ako lang bahala. Doon sa Midas po.
So pinakain mo sila sa taas?
Opo.
Tapos ano nangyari?
Umalis na po ako. Tsaka sigaw.
Umalis ka at saka sigaw?
Opo. Pero naghiwalay din kami sigaw kasi sigaw may prayer that time.
Okay.
Kasi may pupuntahan po ako.
Okay. Mr. Quito, you wish to respond?
So as much as I want to, AMLC has already filed a case against me. I hope all of you understand, as much as I want to participate, kaliwat kanan na po ang kaso ko. So, limited na lang po yung kaya kong sabihin because everything that I may say might be taken against me.
So therefore, are you invoking?
I'm sorry, yes, Your Honor, I'm invoking my right against self-incrimination.
All right. At any rate, it was covered during the executive session. Well, anyway, at this point, I'd like to turn over the floor to Senator Bam Aquino.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Yung line of questioning ko, Mr. Chairman, is about the recovery of the $81 million. But before I get to that, I'd just like to point out some inconsistencies. No? Kasi every hearing, may mga inconsistencies na lumalabas. Every time merong hindi nakakatugma na testimony, ibig sabihin nun, may isang nagsisinungaling. No? So one of them is lying or both of them are lying. At gusto ko lang po itong karuhin. So, Ms. Diquito, this is regarding the William Go account. Let me read to you Mr. Peñalosa's statement. So, tinanong ko po siya, sabi ko, okay, this is in the middle of the testimony. Sabi niya, Sir, I am giving those checks to Ms. Maya Diquito, my branch manager, Your Honor. Sabi ko, so Mr. Go asked you to help him with rediscounting checks in your personal capacity, not as East-West branch manager, and you made a deal with Maya Diquito to make it work. Sabi niya, not a deal, Your Honor. Sabi ko, I mean, you talked to her and made it work. You figured it all out with her. Sabi niya, Your Honor, sir, as Ms. Maya is my branch manager who's taking care of my account, sir, to whatever check that I've been giving her, she's the one depositing it. Or otherwise, she'll be giving me the account number where to deposit, Your Honor. And then sabi ko, under oath, you're saying sa pagkakaalam mo, walang kinalaman si Mr. Go dun sa account na yon sa RCBC Jupiter Branch. Sabi niya, I'm not sure, Your Honor. So I just like to clarify, sinabi ni Mr. Peñalosa in the previous hearing, na wala ka dito, na binibigay niya sa iyo yung cheque na nire-discount ni William Go, pinapasok sa Jupiter Branch. So, totoo ba yun o hindi?
Sir, I apologize that Mr. William Go has filed so many cases against me, and anything about his account, I hope you understand.
No, he already signed a waiver on all of his accounts. So, wala na pong kaso yan sa bank secrecy. That's right, Mr. Go, no? You signed the waiver of your bank accounts in Jupiter Branch.
Non-objection for opening the account.
Okay.
Not waiver.
Kanina, earlier, sabi niyo wala kang alam na account ni Mr. Go or rediscounting. I think Senator Recto was the one who asked the question. Sabi niyo wala kayong alam.
Ano yung discounting portion
Okay.
ko?
Itong testimony ni Mr. Peñalosa, sabi po niya na magka-partner kayo doon sa rediscounting kasi sabi nga niya, and I may quote, no? Yes, sir, Your Honor, Ms. Maya is my branch manager who's taking care of my account. Whatever check that I've been giving to her, she's the one depositing it. Or otherwise, she'll be giving me the account number where to deposit, Your Honor. Yun yung sinabi ni Mr. Peñalosa. I'm just asking, ito ba'y totoo o hindi?
Sir, I strongly deny that.
Okay. So, for the record, you're saying nagsinungaling si Mr. Peñalosa dun sa previous
I'm
hearing
not
natin?
straightly, I do not understand actually his statement.
Okay, let me repeat it, no? Sabi niya, Your Honor, Ms. Maya is my branch manager who's taking care of my account, sir. So, inaalagaan mo daw yung account ni Mr. Peñalosa sa branch mo. Whatever check that I've been giving to her, ito yung check ni Mr. Go na rediscounted, she's the one depositing it. Or otherwise, she'll give me the account number where to deposit, Your Honor. Hindi po totoo yan.
So, in the first place, hindi po sa akin nabibigay yung mga cheque. It's being brought in the branch. I have my senior customer sales officer here. Probably,
Ms. Diquito, I'm just asking, totoo ba to o hindi?
sir, no.
Okay. So for the record, you're saying hindi ito totoo. Mr. Chairman, maybe we can ask Mr. Peñalosa to come back because lahat itong mga inconsistencies, ito yung, this becomes the subject of the committee report and it becomes the subject of the recommendation to AMLC and to the courts. No? Kaya, kung paulit-ulit po yung mga tanong namin at bye-bye yung mga sagot, ibig sabihin, meron talagang tinatago. So just for the record, you are denying that you are part of the rediscounting of the checks of Mr. Go.
Yes, I strongly deny if that is what he's trying to mean. But, you know, being a bank manager, when he deposits a check or...
Ang tinutukoy natin dito yung kay Mr. Go. Because if I can read the whole account, it's about Mr. Go's account. So you're denying that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Uh,
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
So, Director General, please cause the invitation for Mr.
Peñalosa.
Peñalosa in the next hearing.
Because he was very clear, Mr. Chairman, in the previous hearing, that Ms. Diquito and he were part of the rediscounting of the checks of Mr. Go. I want to clarify that.
Yes, let's have that clarified.
Thank you. Ms. Diquito, I just want to ask a few questions regarding the accounts themselves, no? Yung ating fictitious accounts. Yung proseso ng pagbubukas ng account is because they provide documents. Tama po yun. The ones opening the accounts, the depositors provide documents. Tama po.
Sir, anything that has to do with the process, account opening, whatever that leads to, I would just like to invoke my right against self-incrimination because of the AMLC.
Let me ask about, in general, if I were to open an account, what would I provide to the branch?
A copy of your ID,
Anong klaseng ID?
a government-issued ID.
Okay. So, driver's license.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yung TIN ID or TIN number.
Not the TIN ID po. It has to be supported by another.
By A?
Another.
Another. Okay. So, nag-provide ako ng driver's license sa inyo. You can then open an account.
Yes, Your Honor.
We're talking hypothetical, so it will not affect your case. Nag-deposit ako ng pera, 500 pesos kunyari. So magkano bang opening ninyo sa ICBC for a peso account?
Depende po.
Usual.
10,000 pesos.
Okay. Deposit ng 10,000 pesos in a ICBC account, nagbigay ako ng ID. After a few months, nalaman mo, let's say from your compliance, na peke yung ID. What is your next step?
We should call the account holder.
Okay. O let's say, peke nga yung ID. Ano yung process ninyo sa RCBC?
In the first place, Your Honor, hindi siya kailangan tumagal para malaman mo na hindi or peke yung ID. Because in the process of the account opening, standardly and ideally, pag ako kasi as a marketing officer, I provide business eh. Hindi ko po trabaho na mag-check ng validity
I'm not asking that if you checked it or not. I'm saying you got work, let's say from your area head or from the compliance of the mother office, you received information that the IDs are fake. Hindi totoo. What would you do?
I think it's for the operation to decide on
Okay,
that.
let me ask RCBC then. If it is proven, maybe who will answer for Mr. Tan? The other Mr. Tan. Raul Tan. So, Mr. Tan, if you find out that the IDs are fake, what is the next recourse of the bank?
Actually, Your Honor, when you open an account with RCBC, you are sent a thank you letter to the address you've given. And if the letter is returned, it's called a return to sender, then the branch manager, the customer service head of the branch, and the SCRO of the branch will be notified via email by our General Services Department to tell them that these have been returned because probably the address is wrong or was not given to the right addressee, and they should act on the return, meaning they should call the supposed to be account holder to verify.
Let's say hindi makontak yung account holder.
They should close the account.
Okay. What happens to the money inside the account?
It is issued a manager's check.
And two,
I'm sorry,
who is the manager's check
it's payable
receivable?
to the account holder.
It's payable to the account holder even if the person does not exist.
Well, at that point, we don't know, Your Honor.
Okay.
Maybe they have the wrong address.
Okay. For example, you found out that the IDs are fake. Hindi totoo yung ID. What would be the process of the bank? Would you close the account also?
Well, at that point, depends, Your Honor. Yes.
Yes, you would close the account. Closed accounts, where does the money go if these accounts are closed? Kaninong pagmamayari yung perang yun?
Well, after a few years, I understand. I'm not very familiar. It goes to the national government.
Or maybe we can ask DSP, DG Espinilla, if there is a closed account at may pera yun, does the money goes back to the national government?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, it may be as cheap as
Let me ask this question. If it is a closed account, will it still be subject to the bank secrecy law if it's already a closed account?
No, Mr. Chairman.
It's not.
It's no longer a deposit account.
Have these fictitious accounts been declared closed, or are they technically still open?
Well, the accounts have no more balance, Your Honor.
So are they technically closed accounts, or are they still open accounts?
What I understand, Your Honor, is that they are still open accounts, but
Okay. Attorney, I have here a letter from the LTO. I wrote the LTO and showed them the fictitious IDs, and they have written back to us and declared that those IDs are indeed fake. So this is a government agency. This is proof already that the driver's licenses given to 4 of the accounts are fake. So I'm submitting this to the committee. Bibigay ko po ito sa inyo. This is already a legal basis for you to close those accounts because they are fictitious IDs used to open the accounts. And with that, I hope that you will now open up all the records of these accounts because they will be declared closed because of the fictitious IDs.
yes, Your Honor, thank you for the LTO certification. We are ready to comply with the directive of Senator Pimentel with respect to the 4 accounts.
Thank you. So you are now willing to open up all the records connected to the fictitious accounts?
Your Honor, we can speak on the 4 accounts. The accounts are real, but they are held in the names of people who may not know that their names were used. But we are ready to comply with the directive. We can speak on the William Go accounts. We do not have any waiver yet from PhilRem. We sent them a letter last Friday asking for a waiver, and we have again a copy of the request for waiver. If PhilRem will give us their waiver, we will discuss all the accounts related to...
So, Attorney Marcel, you're saying that of all of the players involved, we can now go into all of the accounts. Lahat pwede nang buksan except yung sa PhilRem lang.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Mr. Chairman, for the record, this is a letter from the license section of LTO declaring that the IDs used to open the accounts in RCBC of Mr. Michael Cruz, Enrico Vasquez, even that of William Go and Ralph Picache, that there are no such driver's licenses, actually. So they are fake. Hindi totoo. Thank you very much. Thank you to RCBC. Maraming salamat. Mr. Chairman, let me go now to my questions regarding recovering the money. Let me ask si Mr. Tan, Benny Tan. Attorney Tan,
Yes, Your Honor.
29 million pesos went into Soler, is that right?
We received 1.365 billion pesos.
That's right. Because it was in pesos already, Mr. Tan, no?
That's correct, Your
Okay.
Honor.
Of the 1.37 billion, how much have you turned over or can you already turn over to the AMLC?
We mentioned that 107 million we have frozen, Your Honor. So we're waiting for a court order to tell us what to do with them.
This is for the 107 million.
That's correct, Your
What
Honor.
about the rest of the money, Mr. Tan?
As we explained in our report to PAGCOR, which we furnished a copy to the COMSEC, and similar information we've submitted to AMLAC. They were used to purchase non-negotiable chips, Your Honor,
which were then,
which were then distributed, as we have provided in our report, about 903 million to junket operator A and 100 million to junket operator B.
they are here, Mr. Tan, right? Attorney Tan? Their representatives are here.
I see one, Your Honor, I think represented by Attorney Ascuna.
Attorney Ascuna? Did you take your oath earlier, Attorney Ascuna?
No, Your Honor.
May we request,
Attorney Eduardo Escanio, Your Honor.
Escanio, sorry. May we request the committee to administer the oath? Are there other representatives of those two junket operators? Are they here? Nandito po ba sila? Para sabay na yung oath?
The other one is not here, Your Honor.
Okay. So is Attorney Escanio represents one of the junket operators.
That's
There is another one who is not here, who did not appear.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. Can we administer the oath, Attorney?
I see someone else approaching. Identify yourself, please. Speak into the mic, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. I'm Attorney Francis Aguilar. I'm the other representative I was in the gallery.
Of the other junket operator. Okay, so we have both.
Okay, Director General.
Will you raise your right hand? Do you swear? Do you swear or refer to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding? Thank you, you may be.
Okay. Thank you very much. That's Attorney Escanio and Attorney Aguilar. Okay. So we're trying to trace where the money